The one mistake that drives me crazy for growing business owners, and that I hope you don't make this year, is using the wrong marketing and sales methods that don't match your business model. Because I guarantee you're wasting time, energy, attention, and probably a boatload of cash on not matching your methods to your model. So let's break it down. So when I'm talking about business models, I'm talking about who and how you serve. I'm talking about how many people you serve and at what price points and in which industry. For example, client one who makes $1 million could be a high-priced executive coach that works with Fortune 500 organizations. Client two may also make $1 million and is a 7-figure online education company selling $300 courses or $10,000 masterminds to entrepreneurs. Same revenue, wildly different business model, wildly different number of people that they need to serve. Client one might need to serve 10 to 12 companies in big groups. Client two needs to have hundreds, thousands of individual consumers buying that $300 product or that multi-5-figure mastermind in order to make that $1 million. Again, two very different business models. What we tend to see is that we have business owners that work with comparatively smaller number of clients and businesses that require a lot of traffic. So we've got business model one, low volume, business model two, higher volume. Okay. So we've talked about business models a little bit. Now let's talk about the methods we're using in sales and marketing. The 3 stages of sales and marketing. You've got attracting new potential clients, gaining curiosity. You've got guiding them towards a sale, and then you've got actually making the close. We have in the methods sphere, we have methods that are relationship driven. So we have one-to-one networking. We have personal follow-ups. We have building relationships. That's on the relationship marketing side of the spectrum. All the way on the other side of the spectrum, we have traffic-based marketing, ads, social media, cold outbound, mass market media. Again, 2 very different spectrums on the marketing sales lens. So let's talk about client one. So again, works with 10 to 12 clients, Fortune 500. Can you imagine how they might feel, these clients, getting into a lead magnet and downloading a free guide and then getting pummeled with daily emails from some kind of evergreen conversion sequence? That would get marked as spam so fast. Same $1 million businesses. One uses very specific relationship building, one-to-one, human-to-human marketing methods. Number 2, who needs to reach hundreds or thousands of people. Can you imagine having hundreds of thousands of sales calls, networking conversations? No, this business model relies on traffic. This is when you expect to have automated marketing sequences, to use paid ads, to use social media as a discovery engine, to have follow-up email sequences. Person number 1, that big corporate client, is not going to book on a sales page, click to buy. Not going to happen. Wrong method for that model. Number 2, they can't imagine writing an entire customized proposal for something that is a productized service or a digital product. Again, that's going to be on a long form sales page. Again, same revenue number, 2 different business models, 2 different methods that we work in from a sales and marketing perspective. All right, so what does this mean for you? This means understand how many customers you need to have. If you need to have less than 50 customers in a year, and most of your work is in one-on-one, you're going to stick almost primarily with relationship marketing. Now, that can be one-on-one relationship marketing. That could be using relationships to get access to audiences like guest podcasts, guest teaching. You're going to probably want to have some more automated nurture engagement strategies like a monthly email or weekly email that comes out. But I promise you, you're going to have much more success in personal follow-up, personal invitations, building a relationship with your audience, because that's who they want to work with. They want to work in a one-on-one capacity, a small group capacity, and you don't need that many people to work with you if you're working with less than 20 to 30 clients. On the other side, if you're working with large volumes, you have got to get great at discovery, social media, discovery platforms like this YouTube channel in ways that people can find you while you're not necessarily talking to them. SEO, ads. You're going to want to think about long form evergreen content that lives on your site. Not opposed to the evergreen funnel here. That is a great way to engage with people who are ready to buy from you and want to learn more at the scale where you can't necessarily do it one-to-one. If you're that kind of business, you need to make sure that you're actually not relying on having to convince people in a sales call, which by the way, you should never do, but you're not going to have to necessarily work with them on a sales call because you can't afford it with that kind of volume. Maybe for your higher price programs, you're going to have setters and closers, but that's a very specific type of business model for that kind of high ticket price point. So again, when we think about growing our audiences and being present on social media, is that really a time saver? Are you really getting any leverage out of that? Or is your time going to be better spent if you're client one with small number of relationships, building those relationships, personal connections, expanding your network, being seen in those niche publications that your clients read. Client two needs that traffic, needs to make sure that it's converting well through all of their various forms of marketing automations. Small businesses, as you're thinking about growing, look at, if you're on the smaller side from a number of clients perspective, do you have every phase of your marketing and sales system? Is it the foundation of it relationships? If not, I would ask you to reconsider where you're spending your time and attention and money. Instead of having that like automated webinar, the kind that like you can sign up for the automated webinar like 3 different times and it's the exact same webinar from 2 years ago. Maybe that's not where you want to spend your time. And instead you want to spend your time investing in sending personal follow-ups, connecting people, being of service, teaching. And on the other side, making sure that you've got the robust foundation in that presence and discovery, social media, and organic traffic in order to be found. So no matter if you're starting up small, you have a big base of revenue under you, the most important thing is to make sure that your business model matches your methods. And anything that's not really matched, just toss it. You don't need it, especially if you get those other flywheels working for you. In the next video, we are going to talk more about the specific types of business models. What model are you really running and how many are you running? All right, talk to you soon.